Okay, guys, so today I'm going to show you a recipe that I think I got this off of. I don't have TikTok. Um, it might have been off of a YouTube short or something. I don't remember, so I can't give credit to where I saw this, but I tried it and I absolutely loved it. I did tailor some of the times and stuff down, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But what we're going to do is we're going to make turkey bacon muffins with egg. And I'm going to give you a number of options to do it. Now, the reason why I use turkey bacon is one turkey bacon length or slice. Okay, it pretty much stays this big. When you use bacon, you got to use two slices to get the same volume as one turkey bacon. Now these are pre-cooked, so you can eat this as is, warm it in the microwave, or fry it real quick with eggs or whatever, and just eat it like regular bacon. But the difference is, and it's really a big deal, is calories for one link in this is 30 calories with 2.5 grams of fat. To have the same volume, you need two links of this because bacon shrinks to like nothing, and that's 80 calories for two links. Total fat 7. So you have one link or one slice, whatever you want to call it, at 2.5, or you can have two at 7. So you can literally have, you know, three of these to get up to the two of these. And this is going to be a lot more filling to you in the end because this actually kind of stays substantive. Like when you're chewing it, there's actually chew, where this, bacon is crispy and pretty much goes away pretty quick. So that's an option. You can use bacon if you want, but the greasy mess, I don't know about that. So I used a turkey, and also I used a whole egg, but you can use an alternative, and that would just be the egg whites. And the thing about that is 3 tablespoons of egg whites, which is just under a quarter cup. Three tablespoons is, what is it? Three tablespoons is a quarter cup. 4 tablespoons is a quarter cup. So 3 tablespoons, so just under a quarter cup, is 25 calories. So 25 calories versus 60 calories for the egg. 5 grams of fat versus no fat, right? And so people say, no, I want the fat. I like the fat. That's good fat. It's healthy fat. I'm not here to tell you, that's my oven is up to temperature. I'm not here to tell you what is good fat and not good fat, and I'm never going to tell you what you should or should not eat. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you, hey Nebula, that when you're in a calorie watch, let's just say you're watching your calories and you're counting your calories and you're making sure that your macros are on target, fat calories start to add up really, really fast. You're talking, for every gram of fat, 5 grams of fat right here in one whole egg, you're talking about 45 calories that is going just because of fat. Now, if you have two eggs, that's 90 calories. 90 calories in two eggs, right? That's 90 calories off of your total day's allowable consumption. But if you had egg whites, you can have three, to get to 90 calories, you can get, I mean, you can do 3 servings of egg whites, but you don't get, the yolk. So what I sometimes do is I'll do a half a cup of egg whites with one whole egg, and that way I still get the yolk, but I get the protein. So you're talking protein, 5 grams of protein. What do you lose? You lose 1 gram of protein when you go egg white. So all the calories that you're saving it on the fat. And so that means maybe for breakfast, you kind of suffer through egg whites only. Maybe you need to dress it up a little bit with maybe some hot sauce or some sugar-free or low sugar or half sugar ketchup or something to help you choke it down. But that will free you up later on in the day to have more calories available for that ribeye or for that, um, you know, pork chop that you want to have with the family. So if you start your day off already kind of heavy with, bacon and whole eggs, you're not going to have a lot of room to add calories. So I don't want to take away from your enjoyment, and I certainly don't want to tell you what you should and should not do. I just want you to realize that for every gram of fat, that's 9 calories. That's more than double for every gram of carbohydrate or protein. So if you can replace a fat with a protein or a carbohydrate instead during your meal, you can eat more volume and possibly stay fuller longer. It depends. A lot of times fat will kind of satiate you a little bit more. You feel a little bit better throughout the day. So that's why I like to do a half a cup of egg whites with one whole egg. It does help. But back to the task at hand. So that's the whole thing about, you know, calories and stuff like that and fat. So if you want to use real bacon, you know, you're more than welcome to. I'm just not sure what's going to happen when you put the bacon into these cups and then the bacon cooks down with the grease. There's no grease with the turkey. It doesn't work like that. So I think you're going to have a mess if you try to use real bacon. But you're more than welcome to if that's what you would like to do. So what we do is I have a silicone cupcake pan here. It's flexible, which is really nice because you can pop the eggs out. I already sprayed it a little bit with some Pam olive oil, just a light dusting, just to help get the egg out, and it also makes it a little bit easier to wash. Okay, so like I said, if you're going to do an egg white, that's fine. This is how my wife likes it. She doesn't like the yolk too much, so we'll go with egg white just below a quarter cup, 3 tablespoons roughly. That's 1 serving. All right, and then also you have whole egg. So what you do is preheat your oven to 380 degrees. Take a turkey bacon, and yes, I did wash my hands. I'm really freaky about that. Wrap a turkey bacon. You see how it's scalloped? Don't put the scallops down, otherwise all the egg will leak through. Put the scallops up, wrap it in there. Okay, too easy, right? There's one. Just try to get it to stand up the best you can. And do this for as many as you want. Now, these are microwavable. So if you make this whole pan of 12 and say you eat 3 today, you can have 3 tomorrow with the microwave. So here's a little meal prep idea to help you have, why are you being a butt? To help you have a healthy breakfast instead of grabbing some garbage or a muffin or some crap at Starbucks when you get your $6 full fat, full cream, lactose filled garbage coffee. You can already have this done. I don't know why these things don't want to stand up for me. 1, 2, and just wrap them up. So we're not going to do them all for the sake of saving time. Okay, so now you take your 3 tablespoons of egg white and just pour it in. Pretty much to the top. Now it might bleed out and leak out. That's okay. Okay, or take your egg, your whole egg. Man, sometimes these organic, cage-free, pasture-raised eggs can be a pain to crack. Okay, there you go. One. Oh, it leaked through. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter. It all stays contained. Oh, I got a shell in there. Got it out. Because I'm the man. See, it leaked through. And one more. Boom. All right, so do them all. Put it in the oven. And in 35 minutes at 380 degrees, take them out. And I'll show you. I forgot to show you guys the one more step that is very important. You see we got them all done now. Egg whites for the wife, whole eggs for me. Is a little crack of salt on every one. This is just sea salt. And some black pepper for a little flavor. Now we put it in the oven. And there you go. We got 6 and 6. And in the magic of time, I'll be back. Okay, so while we wait for this to cook, we got another about 18 minutes to go. Let's talk about the macros, like the whole macro, the whole kit and caboodle, and the difference between using egg whites and whole egg with the turkey. And this is something I really want to grind into you guys, because when you're counting macros and you want to make sure that you can still go to dinner with your family on a Friday night, or go out on a Saturday, or go to a social event or something like that, you need to know what you're doing throughout the day to save room for what you want to do. I mean, if you're really serious about getting in shape, this is what it takes. Eventually it becomes second nature, and you don't really have to pay too much attention to it. You just know. um, so if you take whole egg and the turkey bacon, one muffin is going to be 100 calories. 67.5 of those calories is straight fat. Okay, that's from the yolk and from the turkey bacon. Um, and you got 32 calories coming from protein. So if you have three of those egg muffins, which is about right, maybe two, but if you have three, you're talking 300 calories already at breakfast, which isn't bad. But you're talking, of those 300 calories, 200 of them is fat. So you're really knocking yourself down. You're at 7.5 grams of fat when you use a whole egg with the turkey. So if you had three, that's 21, 22.5 grams of fat. Now, if you're only having 50 grams of fat a day, you're already halfway through your fat allowable intake, and it's only breakfast. And you still want to have what? You want to have a sweet potato with a little bit of butter and brown sugar? That ain't going to happen. No, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to bust it. So if you look at the flip side now, if you use an egg white, so let's just say you do one whole and then you do one egg white, okay? You can do that too. Your total calories for it is 55. That's half, right? 22.5 calories are coming from fat, 2.5 grams of fat. So if you have three, you're at 7.5 grams of fat out of the 50 that you're allowing yourself for the day. You still have a long way to go. And the protein, you're at 28 calories from protein, 7 grams, right? If you do the whole egg, you're at 32, 8 grams. So what you're losing is fat. That's what you're losing. So you're opening up your allowable food intake for the rest of the day by being conscious of what you're doing in the morning. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to get through to you guys. Not healthy fat versus bad fat versus this fat or that fat. You can have that healthy fat, but if you hit your healthy fat at 7 a.m. and you can only now have 3 grams of fat at lunch and 3 grams of fat at dinner, friends, that's turkey breast and broccoli, and we don't want to eat like that. That's not how we want to eat. We don't want boiled chicken that tastes like crap. We want to enjoy our food. So in order to do that, we have to be smart with what we're doing throughout the day, leading up to our family meal. Breakfast, usually a solo event. Lunch, usually a solo event, or you might eat with your friends or your coworkers, but you pack a lunch, or you pick something off the menu. But dinner is usually with the family. I mean, I hope. And in that case, your family doesn't want to eat boiled chicken and rice. They just don't. Not every day. So be smart about what you're doing. If you're going to have three of these muffins, make two of them egg white and one of them a whole. And so now you're at 210 total calories. You're at 7.5 plus 5. You're at what? 11, 12.5, 13? Yeah, 7.5 and 5. Yeah, so you're at 12.5, so 13 grams instead of 21 or 22.5. So that opens it up, and you're still getting good amount of protein. You're still getting, your calories. You're still getting a yolk with a little bit of fat to help get you through. And then you add that, with whatever you're doing, your coffee, if you got creamer in it or whatever that you're doing. So macros matter, my friends. Okay, guys, we are done. Ouch. Get these out of here and show you what we got. Oh yeah, they're so good. You see a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper on there. So these are the 6 that are egg whites only, and then these are the 6 that are whole. Now you can tailor this in time. You figure out what you want. I did 35 minutes at 380. If you want the yolk even harder, go for 40 minutes. If you want the yolk softer and a little bit runnier, have a napkin, maybe a bib, and go for just 30 minutes. But 35 minutes seems to be pretty good for me. So I got 6 for the wife, so that's a couple breakfasts for her, and I got 6 for me, so that's a couple breakfasts for me. And we'll plate this up. Gotta let it cool off for just a minute, but we'll go ahead and plate this up. And oh yeah, that's hot. And go from there. Okay. Do you guys put your pans back in the oven? I do. Make sure everything's off. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this yet. Oh yeah, see how it just comes out and it's just a muffin. 1, 2, 3. See what I can do here. I got the good tongs are in the dishwasher already, so let me just grab a spoon. One, 2, and I'm gonna have an egg white. Now, if you didn't spray this, a lot of it would stick. But you see how you could you can pick it up once it's cooled off. You can just pick it up and eat it like a muffin. At this point, you can add some salsa, add some hot sauce, add some more salt and pepper, add some paprika, add whatever you want for seasoning. But here you have 2 whole eggs plus 1 egg white, 3 turkey bacon, and a banana. Not a bad little breakfast. Then you can take these, let them cool off a little bit. Take these, put them in Tupperware containers, separate of course, so you know what you're grabbing. Egg white, you can kind of see the yolk in most of them, but if you can't, separate them, and then you can microwave them about 30 seconds. Put 2 in the microwave, 30 seconds. You got yourself a quick breakfast tomorrow. So all the work was already done. Let me see if we can dig into this. Man, that's going to be too hot. Delicious. Like I said, I don't remember where I got this recipe from, and I would love to give credit to that person. So if this was your original recipe, let me know in the comment section, and thank you. Anyways, hope this helps you guys out, gives you a little information on macro and a little breakfast idea. And yeah, that'll be it. So I'll see you guys on the next one.